Welcome, ladies and gentlemen, to this huge top 5 rivalry game as the Howard Dragons will take on the Genesee Cougars right here in Columbia, Maryland. Mark Winkle bringing you the action today. It is cold, it's windy, it's rainy, but it's good lacrosse weather. If you ask any of the players, at least, maybe not the staff. But these two teams certainly familiar with bad weather play, especially those from upstate New York, as Genesee, the number 5 team in the preseason rankings, coming in. This is their season debut, and they're certainly ready to get on that field and show them what everybody's looking forward to seeing. As for the Dragons, they come in with a 1-0 record, having taken down the Army Prep team in a quite an entertaining game, as the Dragons went down early but were able to come back and defeat Army Prep 19-8, and certainly a good confidence booster for the home side. Looking at Genesee, they return a lot of top players, including the starting goalkeeper for today, Ethan Wyke. Went 5-3 last year with a 54% save percentage, and he is back between the pipes for Genesee. Now is a sophomore out of East Aurora, New York, standing at 6'2". For the Dragons, we saw two different goalkeepers play against Army Prep, and neither of them are starting today, as the Dragons are switching it up once again, and it's going to be the freshman goalkeeper, Spencer Osgood. The freshman, standing at 6'0", out of Cumberland, Maine, will get the start for Howard today. So certainly exciting to see the Dragons with such great depth that they can just roll out 3 different goalkeepers at a high level. Speaking of returners for the Dragons, always keep an eye on that dangerous number 12, Zane Dalpy. Scored 54 goals in the 2022 season. Got things started nicely with a 6-goal performance in the season opener. He'll look to increase on that today. But also exciting to see a bunch of freshmen come in to play for Howard. Tyler May, the midfielder, he scored 3 goals in the first game. Callum Brennan with 2 goals and 3 assists. Alex Hudgens, playing both attack and midfield, he added 2 goals and assists. And Nate Boone, the starting attacker, he had 2 assists in the game. The real story for Howard in that opener was the incredible face-off play. Terrence Herman, 14 of 17 from the face-off circle. Eric Harrell, 10 of 12 from the face-off circle. Add in one more, Luke Odgers, he was 1 of 1, so it was just a dominating performance. 26 of 31 as a team, and that certainly will help you in your attempts to win a game, as you control the game for most of it with possession. Starting attack for the Dragons are the same. It's going to be number 7, Callum Brennan, number 12, Zane Dalpy, and number 15, Nate Boone. For the long poles, it'll be the sophomore, Ty Scott, number 19, Bryce Ferguson, the sophomore out of Sykesville, Maryland, and Josh Frazier, the freshman defender out of Kimberly, Wisconsin, alongside John Pavlik, the freshman defender out of Woodbine, Maryland, standing at 6'5" tall, the tallest player on the Dragons squad. For Genesee, they get Tyler Good back from last year's team. He scored 27 goals with 27 assists. The 51 points were a team high, as the now sophomore will lead the attack for the Cougars. He'll be joined by another sophomore, Jordan Boyenko, as well as a freshman attacker, Christian Lefebvre. Long poles for the Cougars, number 9, Griffin Utz, number 11, Reagan Alexander, and number 12, Charles Kent, all 3 of which are freshmen. So a brand new defensive line for the Cougars. Genesee wearing their blue uniforms with those big white numbers. That's fantastic for someone like me. I love to see that. And their gold shorts. For Howard, they're wearing their all white with the maroon and gold trim, the gold helmet. Genesee going from left to right in the first quarter. Howard going from right to left as the two teams line up. It will be Caden Mann in the face-off circle for Genesee, going up against Terrence Harmon. And we are underway here in Columbia as Terrence Harmon wins it cleanly right off the bat. And a good start for the sophomore face-off specialist. Kalen Brennan will take it on the near side and slow things down as he will be joined by the first team midfield. It will be Nikos Karianos. Did not play in the first game, but he is in the first midfield now with Tyler May and Jack Slack. Boone comes from behind the X. Howard moving the ball well. As it's going to be Slack, he's going to take a few steps back and we'll try to get some momentum going forward. Boone using that big body of his to muscle his man off and created some space but still has to retreat. Brennan creates some space. Low shot. The one hopper is saved by Wyke. And a good first defensive stand for Genesee. This is Avery Steinbeck Parker, who will just go coast to coast, clear it up himself, and will give it off as it will be the Cougars to get their first offensive possession. This is Joseph Petrus in the first midfield alongside Donovan Nephew, and Steinbeck Parker will stay out there. Inside is taken away. John Pavlik just snatches it right out of the air, and now he's off to the races. Pavlik using those long legs, he'll try for the bounce shot. That will go wide. Dragons defense was playing tight on Genesee on that one, not giving them any space. And Pavlik with good awareness to just turn and intercept the pass as it was trying to go towards the middle. Picking up a double team here is Alex Hudgens as he will give it off. The Dragons' second midfield on now, with Hudgens being joined by Stansbury. That jump shot by Boone will go high. Howard has the backup and will keep possession. And it looks like it's going to be number 9, Aiden Kirkpatrick, as the third member of that second midfield. Hudgens looking for the dodge. Ball pops out, some great defense. And it's going to be a off-ball hold and will go against the Dragons as Connor Dodd just shuts down Hudgens. This is Dodd who gets the pass. The short stick defensive midfielder tries to go for the clear himself. He's triple teamed, gives it off, and a flag will be thrown on the play from the far side of the field. I have to imagine that's an offside based on the positioning of the referee that threw it. So, Genesee with the free play as Petrus will get a run from behind the cage. Able to shake off Kirkpatrick. Pass across, Boyanko puts it in a goal, and it is going to be the Cougars that get on the board first. So same face-off pair. It will be Mann and Harmon. It wasn't offsides on the Howard, and the flag was waved because of the goal. So we are still all even, as Harmon takes another face-off cleanly. Another different midfield setup for the Dragons, as now it's going to be Slack alongside JT Harich, as well as Carianos. This is Boone. Boone picks up the double team, dishes it off to Carianos. Takes a shot to the head, no call. He's going to try a jump shot, saved. The high-to-high shot picked up all the way by Wyke. But the long pass is picked off. Pavlik tries for the long pass, and it's going to be out. And it's going to be offsides against Genesee as the attack on over the line. And at 10:14, we have our opportunity. Gives up May up top. Oh! Nate Davey just absolutely picks the top right corner. He went for the low high shot. That is near unsafe. Was goal here first of the one. Again, able to away and Harmon far off to the races. Harmon himself. Everybody gets down the play. His head popped off him, and it'll be a turn against the Dragons. Genesee will get it across, as Harmon probably tried to do a little bit too much on that play and just ran into a crowd and certainly paid the price for it. From the near side corner, this is Steinbach Parker. Under pressure from Scott, who's barely letting him off the sideline, and Steinbach will just give it up, and it seemed like he didn't want any of that one. This is Lefebvre. Inside, a little scoop shot. Goes wide by Good. And it will be Howard that picks up the ground ball on the far side, as Pavlik once again. Long pass by Pavlik. And Howard catches a break as they're able to get the ground ball off that one. Long pass by Pavlik, just a little bit off the mark, but Dragons able to fight for it and regain possession. Crowd starting to show up now. A bizarre start time at 3:45, trying to get this game in before the rain and picks up and before we run out of sunlight, as there are no lights on this field. Packs across. Brennan shot saved by Wyke. Brennan tried to go for the top left corner, and Wyke read it all the way, able to get his stick on it. Steinbach gets across the line, goes into the box, and then decides against going further any more, as it will be Bryce Ferguson that forced him backwards. Petrus, with Ferguson still chasing him. And a good job by Ferguson to turn Petrus away. Dodd dodges through. Shot, and it's going to go in. Connor Dodd, just a singular effort, able to get around his man and pops it in the goal, and Genesee takes the lead back at 2-1 midway through the first quarter. Ball flies out of the face-off circle, a rugby scrum, and it's going to be a push against the Dragons, and Genesee wins their first face-off of the day. Jimerson taking on Slack. Pass goes off the mark. Tried to be saved. Oh, man, what a play there by Lefebvre to save that one before it went out of bounds. Pass across and goal on the back door. Christian Lefebvre. He's going to get credit with the assist, but honestly, that he just made everything there. He saved the ball from going out. He made a gorgeous pass, and Jordan Bianco, all he had to do was just tap it into an empty net. And now Genesee up 3-1. Rain continuing to pick up here. This will certainly change the conditions. Harmon just speeds his way around man and able to pick up the ball for another face-off win. Ferguson scoops it forward to Odgers as Howard is trying to get their foe goes off, and they're able to do so. As we will see the first appearance today of Gianni Karam, number 13, the freshman attacker, playing more midfield out of Ellicott City, Maryland. This is Karam taking on Connor Everson. Boone finds Hudgens. Hudgens taking on the long stick of Reagan Alexander. Goes across, an ill-advised pass as that one is going to be picked off. And then it was forced out, and it's going to be Pavlik once again. John Pavlik has been all over the field on the defensive half and then making his runs forward as well, and has been putting forth a huge game for the Dragons on the defensive end so far. Already credited with 4 ground balls and 2 caused turnovers, and we're only 10 minutes into this game. Nikos Karianis stares down Everson. Gets it onto the left side. Is Everson giving him the left. He's just taking away the right. Dalpy. He'll try to low the high shot. It's going to be just high. Howard with the backup will keep possession. Boone scoops it up for Howard. Brennan. Inside to Karianis. Karianis shot, goal! Nikos Karianis, he absorbed the hit. He took the shot, but he did follow through on it and is able to dunk it in over Wyke. There was a flag on the play. It looks like it's going to be waved off because of the goal. And the Dragons able to cut the Genesee lead in half. Genesee will switch up face-off men as trying to find some way to beat Harmon. And that's not going to work as Harmon wins away cleanly again. That was Xander Huff who tried it. Shot, goal! Boone shoves it in, and Howard has tied the game up. Nate Boone scores his first of the game. Callum Brennan with the assist. And we are all knotted up once again. This time at 3-all. Tell you what, the emergence of Terrence Harmon as a dominant face-off man has just completely changed the outlook of this Howard team from last year to this year. This time Harmon's not able to wait away quickly, so it's going to be a scrum for it. Ball still rolling around. It's going to be a hold against Harmon, and Genesee takes the win on that one. And Harmon is going to be flagged on the play, an unsportsmanlike conduct. Didn't see what happened there, but it will be a 1-minute power play for the Cougars now. Jimerson goes around to Lefebvre. Boyanko from behind the net. Nephew. They find Good. It's going to be Pavlik once again. Look at Pavlik go. And then a push is going to be called against Pavlik. And Genesee catches a break there, as it looked like Pavlik had taken the ball away and was going to go off to the races. Another push against the Dragons. And that one will go in as Boyanko puts it in. So Boyanko with the goal, Nephew with the assist, and Genesee goes back up 4-3. Would expect nothing less from two of the top 5 teams in the country. Again, Howard comes in as number 2, Genesee is number 5. Two national powerhouses that always put up a good show. Harmon able to earn back some favor with the Howard coaching staff as he wins that face-off and Howard gets the possession once again. Dalpy. The pressure from Alexander. He'll pull it out. And that one is going to be mishandled as trying to keep it in is Harrich, and he is able to do so, but just barely. This is Cole Stansbury going up against Utz. Cross to Harrich. He'll get some momentum going forward. Tries a spin move and going nowhere there as Everson just pushed him away. Loose ball on the ground. Brennan under pressure, picks it up. As Kent is all over him. Brennan still goes forward. He'll wind up and shoot one. It goes just wide. 15 left on the shot clock as Howard's going to have to push the pace a little bit here. Harrich gives it to Brennan. Just 5 seconds left, and Brennan's just going to chuck it into the corner. And that will be a shot clock violation against Howard. Steinbeck, once again, will just pick up the ball and try to just go himself. And he's able to get it across midline. Well done by him once again. So Dodd will go back in. He'll join Steinbeck and Petrus for the Cougars. Petrus takes on, oh man, once again, oh no, sorry, it's going to be Petrus that's going to go off the side netting. No goal. Saw the net shaken. We all pretty much thought it was in, but Howard picks it up. Pavlik with the shot high, and the long stick defenseman for the Dragons is just thinking that he can do everything right now, and why not? Howard called for too many men in the offensive zone. They had 7 there. Coach Faust tried to call a timeout to negate it. And it's going to be Genesee ball after the substitution mistake by the Dragons, as Dodd is able to slip through a couple of Dragons and does a little swim move to get between them. Just over a minute left. Genesee has a chance to add to their lead.
5 seconds! 5 seconds! Wait, what?
Dodd gets to Petrus. Inside, across, oh man, another good one. Boyanko just did a behind the back pass, finding good on the back post. And with 42 seconds left in the first quarter, Genesee has made it a 5-3 lead. So Boyanko adds an assist to his hat trick that he's already put in. Good scores his first goal of the game. It's going to be man and Harmon once again. Harmon just flips it back to himself and able to pick it up. And Howard could really use a goal here before the first quarter comes to an end.
25 seconds!
Slack to Karianis.
15!
Just 12 seconds left. They've got to push it now. Dalpy spins inside, picks up a double team. Just 4 seconds left. Dalpy still trying to get inside. Dalpy is then taken down on the play. And that will do it. It looked like the referees were going to call an off-ball push, but no flag on the play. And with the final buzzer of the first quarter, we will take a break. Genesee ahead, 5-3. .15 minutes in the books, 45 to go. Here in Columbia, Maryland, the two teams have switched sides as it will be man now going up against Eric Harrell in the faceoff circle for Howard. Harrell, the freshman faceoff man out of Owings Mills, Maryland, but went to Century High School. And it will be Genesee that wins that as the ground ball is picked up by Parker Jimerson. Steinbach. Long pass forward. Boyanka. Resets up top. Goes inside. Jimerson. Lefebvre. Taking on Scott. Lefebvre gets by him. Goes behind the goal. Good movement by the Cougars, and that is going to be in. The ball bounced off of the inside of the post. So give the goal to Donovan Nephew, his first of the game. Tyler Good gets the assist. And Genesee is now doubling up Howard, 6-3. So, man versus Harrell once again. Harrell able to pick that one up and gets it. Ball goes on the ground, flipped ahead by Harich. Excuse me, that was O'Farrell, and O'Farrell took a shot on that one, but is able to get possession for Howard. Hudgens lost the ball, able to go back and pick it up under pressure from Jimerson. Boone from the middle. He was looking to try to shoot, but closed down quickly by Alexander. Now Hudgens will survey the play in front of him. And just a ill-advised pass by Hudgens as that just sailed over everybody. And another turnover for the Howard offense. Petrus gets a claw across easily as Howard didn't put a whole lot of pressure on that clearance attempt. Petrus able to spin around Slack, shot off the post, and picked up by the Cougars. Lefebvre tries to wrap around. That shot is going to go wide. And it's going to be the Cougars with the backup. Good. Picks the ball up on the far side. This is Dodd, the lefty. He'll try the bounce shot. Oh my, he bounces it into the bottom right corner and somehow gets that one by Osgood. And right now it is the Cougars that are just jumping all over Howard. They're ahead 7-3. Howard wins another faceoff as Tyler May picks up the ground ball that was slipped to him by Harrell. May saw his man slip. He's going to try a shot. That bouncer goes wide. May realized that Antonio Pellet had fallen down and tried to go for the long shot with the space that he had created. Just couldn't quite put it on cage. Kirkpatrick. This is Boone from behind the net. Has that shot bounce off of the helmet of the Cougars. A diving effort will prove ineffective by Kent, as Howard is the one with the inside position. Kirkpatrick gets it to Boone. Boone into the middle. Carrianos with the shot. Goal! Nikos Carrianos, his second of the game. Now a 7-4 Genesee advantage. Harrell wins that one away. Triple teamed and he'll lose track of the ball. Harrell just unaware of the fact that he had trailers on him and just checked from behind. Lefebvre goes in and he's going to take a bounce shot. It's saved. Took a huge shot on the play as O'Farrell just knocked him down. A big save for Osgood. Howard, long pass is going to be picked off. And that pass is going to be picked off as Pavlik once again. Inside, it's going to be shot and Lefebvre scores. Timeout Howard. They trail 8-4. We'll take a timeout as well. .10:07 left in the second quarter. Genesee ahead 8-4 on Howard. It will be Farrell and Mann once again. Excuse me, Harrell. I apologize. And Harrell will win that one. He flips it backwards. Picked up by May. Kirkpatrick has that pass bounce off the helmet. I believe that's going to be deflected and will be Howard ball, and it is. Kirkpatrick. This is Dalby trying to get his stick on the ball more. What a pass across, and it's going to be flip shot by Stansbury and saved by Wyke. Dodd loses track of the ball, but is able to get it across. This is Petrus. Able to get around Odgers. Comes back across to Nephew. Nephew inside shot, goal. Jordan Boyanko scores again. Now 5 goals for Boyanko. 9-4 Genesee lead. We return to action here in Columbia, Maryland. The rain continues to pick up as it's going to be a hold against Boyanko as Nick Pinto able to force the turnover and get the Dragons possession. A good defensive stand for Howard. Bounce pass forward to Hudgens. And then Hudgens with another pass that just sails over. An unforced error by Hudgens. And Genesee will get possession once again. A long pass, it's on the sideline. And a push in the back is going to be called against Howard. And Genesee lucky to maintain possession. But they do indeed. This is Petrus who will back up towards the midline. Finds Nephew towards the middle, and Genesee will just slow things down. High pass, Boyanko is able to get a stick on it. Pinto's all over him. And Boyanko is able to keep it for Genesee. Petrus, that pass is going to sail way over Boyanko. He's not that tall. And Howard gets the ball back. Frazier And again, a long pass, and it's going to be thrown away. Howard with the unforced turnover this time. Dragons are completely caught off guard, and that one's going to be put in. Wide open goal. So Connor Everson gets the goal. Boyanko with the assist. So Harmon is back in there for Howard, and he wins the ball away. May trying to take on his man. Pass it back to Herich. Stansbury, he'll try a bouncer that goes wide. Howard will keep possession. Dalby. May gets around the pick. Looking for Stansbury inside. That ball gets tipped away. And it will be Genesee ball. Shot there by Genesee on the counterattack, goes just wide. Ball flipped out. Yard sale, and a big turnover caused by Jakota Parker, and he'll get possession for Howard. Parker, haven't seen a whole lot of him, but he makes a big play on that. And then Parker gives it right back as he's called for a warding. Dragons just, anytime they make a good play, seem to follow it up with an error. And that is the reason they still just are in a bit of a scoring drought right now. Genesee on a 3-goal run right now. Howard has not scored in the last 7 minutes of play. So Howard, it looks like they're going to be called for another offside, and we'll see Brennan go into the defensive box as he's already going to be called for offsides. But a free play for Genesee. Just one-on-one in the corner. Steinbach just taking on May. Being very patient. Now he's going to go towards goal. Finds nephew. Lefebvre. That shot is going to be saved. And it looks like there might be an additional flag on the play as it will be 2 fouls, both against Howard. Things didn't continue to get worse for the Dragons.
2 fouls, same player. White, number 7. Offsides, 30. Second foul. White, number 7. Cross check. 1 minute. Thank you. Thank you. Appreciate it. Stepped offside. One guy, 2 fouls. Hey, 2 penalties outside. Let's get it.
So both fouls will go against Brennan. Got called for an offside and a cross check, so a minute and a half will be put onto Brennan's name.
Hey, Ray, keep locking them up down there.
Howard trying to move quickly to put some pressure on ball, despite being a man down. Genesee moving the ball quickly. Nobody behind the cage right now for Genesee. They're all in front. Dodd drops the ball on the pass, able to get it back. Good. Underneath. Gets it to Lefebvre. Ball is poked away by Pinto. Picked up and shot by Nephew. And that one's going to go wide. $50 left on the penalty. Long pass across. Nephew. He'll try a shot that's going to be blocked away by Scott. The ball is still in play. And another off-ball push against Howard. And a fresh shot clock will be given to Genesee. So Genesee will get back into their man-up set. 20 seconds left on the penalty, but 60 on the shot clock. Nephew to Dodd. Goes up top to Good. Pass into Boyanko. That shot will find its way into the goal. So with 3 seconds left on the minute-and-a-half penalty, Genesee does take advantage as the man-up goal will make it 11-4 Genesee. Man versus Harmon once again. Harmon able to scoop the ball up. Man couldn't find the Harmon. Gives it up to Brennan. Inside. That pass is blocked away. And Genesee gets called for the foul. Kirkpatrick finds Karianis. He's on 2 goals, looking to make it a hat trick here. Kirkpatrick has that one knocked down, battle for the possession, and Kirkpatrick able to pick it back up. Boone from behind the net. Looking to curl it around. Spin move in, shot saved by Wyke. And the ball will go past halfway. Now it's going to be Genesee on the quick attack. Steinbach to Lefebvre. Inside shot, goal. The long rebound goes against Howard as it goes across halfway, gets the over and back call. Genesee takes advantage by going quickly, and the odd man attack is in favor of Genesee. 1:15 left in the second quarter. It is 12-4 Cougars. Man goes early on that one, and Howard will win another one. Certainly can't fault the face-off men for Howard, as they've been doing their job once again. Herich gets around the screen. Brennan, he goes on to the double team bounce shot saved by Wyke. Ethan Wyke has been a stone wall back there for the Cougars. Up to 6 saves in the first half. And a good, clear defense by Howard forces the turnover. Inside, Howard now trying to catch him off guard. Stansbury in the middle, shot, goal! The Dragons get one back in the form of Cole Stansbury, set up by JT Harich. Dragons finally able to stop the Genesee momentum and pulls one back. Man able to flip it backwards, but May is able to shield his man off, and Howard wins it again. The wing of Howard that time wins the face-off. And I believe that's going to be a crease violation against Howard. And another unforced turnover. Long pass down the field. It's going to be bounced to Boyanko. He tries to flip pass through the middle. Lefebvre tries a shot, but it will not be off in time. And the second quarter is over. Mercifully for Howard as Genesee leads 12-5 as we go into the halftime intermission. We'll be back after this break. Second half underway in this cold, windy weather as the Dragons trail Genesee 12-5 as we start the second half. And it will be the Cougars that take possession. Petrus. Trying to dodge around Parker. Goes behind the good. Boyenga. The Furve shot, and it gets around in goal. And the Dragons' hole continues to get deeper. They're able to pull one back late in the second quarter, hoping that could lead to some momentum forward. But it is going to be Genesee that gets on the board first in this second half. And this time it's going to be a violation against Genesee, so Howard will get the possession. Moving around the perimeter. This is Karianis. May slows things down. Zoom out a little bit. Kirkpatrick. Karianis inside to Dalpy. Tries to find some room to shoot. Spins 2-3 times. Flips it over to Boone, who can't make the catch, and it's another turnover for Howard. Dodd just takes on the Dragons' attack line himself. Shoved off by Pavlik, and what a play by Pavlik again. And Brennan will bring it home. What a play by by John Pavlik. He'll set up Brennan with the play. Give the assist to Boone, however. And Howard does get that one back. Still lead by 7. Still trail by 7. Harmon wins another one. Under a lot of pressure from behind, trying to find somewhere to go, and is able to do so as he finds Pavlik on the wing. Brennan fakes the flip to Stansbury, but the Cougars are aware of it. Slack making a run now, gets around his man. Slack still going forward. Boone flips it to Stansbury. He'll get to the middle. Shot by Stansbury is a goal! Cole Stansbury buries it. Going 5-hole, bouncing between the goalkeeper's legs. And Howard now 2 goals in the last 2 shots. Genesee will switch up their face-off men as Jimerson's going to take this one, giving man a break. And it's going to be a face-off violation against Jimerson right away. Boone from behind the net. Talking to Coach Faust at halftime. Just trying to give the message to the team. There's no such thing as a 7-point goal. Just keep doing it one play at a time. Try to get yourselves back in. And that ball will be flipped up. Dalpy scores! So a little bit of a loose ball scramble there, and the Dragons benefit from it as Dalpy picks up the ground ball, puts in the goal, and Howard, following Coach Faust's advice, and starting to just climb back one goal at a time, one play at a time. They now trail 13-8. Man back into the faceoff circle for Genesee, and it's going to be another early jump. And that is going to be the third faceoff violation for Genesee. And Howard will get man up early on here. So the Genesee coach is trying to get the explanation, but is coming to grips with the fact that it is going to be a 30-second penalty for the third faceoff violation of this half. Howard going man up. Boone. Dalpy, he'll go for the bounce shot, saved by Wyke. Howard will keep possession. Dalpy inside. Stansbury gives it up. Brennan to Carrianos. And Dalpy has it saved at the doorstep. Looked like he had a wide open dunk there, but Wyke was all over it, able to save it away, and the Cougars able to kill off the penalty. Frazier, Scott, Pinto, and Pavlik are the long poles for Howard. Lefebvre gets around Frazier, checked away, and Howard is able to get it back. Pinto takes the pass, goes up, and May unable to make the easy catch, and Howard turns the ball over. Fast break for Cougars, wide open in front of the goal is Lefebvre, and he puts it in as he was one-on-one with the Howard goalkeeper. Genesee had all the numbers there, the Howard defense just unable to recover from that turnover and the scramble that ensued. And it's going to be a face-off violation against Howard now. I believe that's the second one against Harmon this quarter. Nephew gives it back as we now see number 11, Luke Tufts for Howard. I believe his first appearance of the game, taking on Steinbach. Good dodge there as he tries to get to the front. Nephew muscles down Slack, but Slack is able to push him back. Pinto trying to shut down Boyanga, who nobody has really had success in it today. Boyanga up to 6 points in the game. Off-ball push, that's got to be called. No call on that one as Boyanko just shoves over Slack, and that is going to be a flag. There it is. Boyanko absolutely just took out Slack from behind the play, and it's going to be a cross-check against him. So Boyanko, an easy call for the referees, and he'll get a 1-minute penalty. The Dragons getting a minute to try to get the man up opportunity. Brennan gives up to May. Carrianos. Good ball movement by Howard. Howard just trying to move the ball quickly, looking for an opportunity. Brennan into Dalpy. Dalpy, the quick shot is saved by Wyke. Dalpy is able to get his own rebound, and flags are down once again. This will again be against the Cougars. Sticks are flying, bodies are flying. It's a scramble down there, a total mess, but we certainly have laundry on the field, and that will result in another penalty against Genesee. So it's actually going to go up against the goalkeeper of Genesee as White gets called for the slash. And a timeout will be called. We'll take a break as well. So with Wyke taking the 1-minute penalty, we now see Parker Jimerson, the midfielder of Genesee, grabbing the goalie stick of Wyke, and he will go between the pipes for Genesee, who apparently do not have another goalkeeper on the roster, or at least dressed today. So it's going to be Jimerson in goal for Genesee, with Howard 2 men up. Have to take advantage here. 10 seconds left on the first penalty. Shot there, and that's going to go off the side netting. Dalpy couldn't find the cage. Picked up. First penalty is over. Boone has the shot saved. Parker Jimerson makes the save. And that excites the boys in blue. And meanwhile, Howard misses out on a glorious opportunity to get one back. Checked away. And of course, it's Pavlik once again. Dalpy. And another flag is on the play. Flip around behind the back. Pavlik inside to to Brennan. Brennan finds Slack. Slack's shot will go high. And with 2 seconds left on the first penalty, on the Wyke penalty. So an offside penalty against the Cougars. And Genesee is giving Howard every opportunity to get back into this game. And Dragons just unable to capitalize yet, but they need to here. Wyke still has 2 seconds left on the penalties, so Jimerson is going to have to stay in goal. And for 2 more seconds, it's still a 2-man opportunity. And 30 seconds of being on a power play here. So the first penalty is released, and now it's just a 1-man up for Howard for the next 20 seconds. Brennan tries to dodge his man, finds Dalpy. Dalpy with the low shot, saved by Jimerson. May gets the rebound. Carrianis tries to pick it up inside. It's going to be Dalpy who scoops up the loose ball. Dalpy gets inside, and there, Dalpy will finally get the net. It was only a matter of time, but he does convert that one. And now Genesee is forced to call their second timeout of the half just to be able to get their goalkeeper back dressed and in there. And because of that, Genesee will be out of timeouts for the second half. We'll take a short break. Back in play as it's going to be Genesee that comes up with the face-off, but forced out of bounds. Is Griffin Utz, and Howard will get the possession after all. Aiden Kirkpatrick. Kirkpatrick comes around off of the screen. This is Boone. Quick shot by Dalpy, and it's in! Zane Dalpy trying to put the team on his back right now and has just been taking all the shots recently, and that is his fourth goal of the game. And Dragons now trailing by just 4. Terrence Harmon does it again, and Dragons will get possession once more. May with a spin move. He's got some room in front of him, and then picks up the double team and decides to pull it out. As Jimerson, back to being a midfielder once more, able to double team May. Kirkpatrick up against Petrus. Come off the screen once again. Looks like the exact same play that just ran last time. And it worked, so why not go right back to the well? This time Kirkpatrick will work his way down and behind the goal. Boone flips it to May. May winds up shot. Goal! Here come the Dragons. Tyler May rifles one into the top left corner. And it's now just a 14-11 deficit for Howard. So the Dragons have found some momentum on the offensive side for the first time in quite some time. And if they can just keep getting these faceoffs, utilize that momentum. And Harmon is called for the push. It is going to be Genesee to take possession. The wind continuing to pick up here in Columbia. The weather conditions deteriorating quickly. But that certainly will not stop this lacrosse game from getting in. Lefebvre trying to work on Frazier. Lefebvre working on Scott. Dodd, his shot saved. Spencer Osgood makes the save. And there's a Howard man down on the play. It is Ty Scott who is going to be coming off the field. He'll be running off though, so good to see that he seems okay, but clearly got the bad end of that one. Howard with the clear attempt. Successful as Pavlik gets it across. Dalpy from behind the cage. Works it around. Dalpy with a one-handed shot. It's in! Oh my, Zane Dalpy just took one hand, whipped it around the goal, found the top right corner. And it is the Zane Dalpy show in Columbia, Maryland right now. His 5th goal of the game. Howard cuts the lead once again. It is now 14-12 Genesee. .427 left in the third quarter. Plenty of time. Man, push from behind. Push from behind again, and it's going to be Slack who's able to come up from the wing and picks up the ball for Howard. Slack dodges his man, picks up the double team, gets it into Boone, and taken away by Genesee. Long pass across, and it's going to be no good. Alexander can't make the catch. And Howard gets the ball on a fortunate unforced error by Genesee. Dragons sticking with the midfield that's been working. Stansbury, Kirkpatrick, and May. Kirkpatrick dodges to the middle. His shot, goal! Aiden Kirkpatrick finds the bottom right corner. This is a totally different Howard team than what we saw in the first half, as the offense has just found their rhythm. It seemed for sure like Genesee had complete control of this game after the first half, and the Dragons come flying back. They now trail by just 1. This is a big face-off right now. And it's going to be Pavlik who picks it up for the Dragons. Pavlik on the double team. Flips it forward to Brennan. Herich and Karianis in there for Howard alongside May. This is Karianis going up against Steinbach. Dalpy looking for an opening.
Move it. Yep. Work with Ty.
May takes a shot to the head. That will certainly draw a flag, and it won't matter. What a flip in by Herich. Brennan was able to find him in the middle. Harris just a little backhanded flip, and we are all tied once again at 14 all. Depending on the nature of this flag. And the flag will stand because it's a slash. So not only do the Dragons tie the game, but also are going to go extra man up again. And with 2.5 left. And if you're the Genesee coach, you can't even call a timeout right now because they've already been used because of the goalkeeper's transitions. So there is no way to stop this Howard momentum other than doing it on the field. Harmon wins another one. Stansbury, May and Carrianis now in for Howard. Man up for another 30 seconds from the back post. Stansbury! Referee hasn't made his call yet. Goal is the call! Howard takes the lead. Just a remarkable comeback here. The Dragons were trailing 14-8 and have scored the last 7 goals in a row to take the lead. And referee makes a call, and it's going to be a push against the Dragons. Genesee will get the face-off. Less than 2 minutes remaining in the third quarter. Genesee in the offensive zone for the first time in what seems like half the quarter. It has just been all Howard with possession in this quarter. Steinbach. That shot is off the post. Good is trying to signal that it's in, but the referees are saying it hit the post. Good still having his arms up in the air saying it's a good goal. Meanwhile, on the other side, Parker going towards the goal. His shot, and that one goes wide as Dakota Parker took a shot to the head on that play. Have to imagine the referees have thrown so many flags against Genesee. You have to wonder if they're just trying to be a little bit lenient. So many penalties going against Genesee in this quarter. One minute left in the first quarter. And that's going to be a moving pick against Dalpy. Quick transition for Genesee. Lefebvre trying to get around. Under triple team. What a good job by the Howard defense. Petrus tries to pass towards the middle. No good. It's going to be a foot race towards it. And it's going to be Jimerson that wins it as Scott was chasing him. Flips it to Good. Good across the field to Lefebvre. Shot, goal! So Genesee scores for the first time in 10 minutes. And the Dragons have some lemon juice on the wound as Frazier is called for the slash to the head, so a 1-minute penalty full time. Harmon with a huge face-off win for Howard. And he takes a shot to the head. His shot is going to be saved by Wyke. I think the Howard coaching staff didn't want Harmon to take that shot. Now Genesee is going to try to flip it forward. Steinbeck has the ball popped out of his stick. And that shot is going to be in the goal. Does it count? The referees are going to wave it off as Brennan had put the ball into the net, but it was after the whistle had blown. Oh, man, what drama here. The referees will get together to figure out what's going on. But as it stands, we have a 15-15 tied game after 45 minutes of play. We will take a short break. Do not go anywhere. These are two of the top 5 teams in the NJCAA, and you can see why, as just remarkable play from both sides. Genesee playing their first game of the season. What a way to get your 2023 season started in this kind of a dramatic contest. So that we'll start the fourth quarter with Howard a man down for the 32 seconds. But the Dragons do have possession after the goal did not count. But since Howard had possession, they will keep it. So no face-off. Slack has the ball. He's immediately double-teamed, trying to find some space around the baseline, and he just uses his wheels to do exactly that. Slack picks up another double team. Now he's stuck in the corner, trying to pass it off. A little bit of a awkward pass there. And Howard calls the timeout. Coach Faust able to get the timeout just in time as his team was stuck in the corner. That'll give us an opportunity to look at the stats as they stand right now. Howard leading the shots 38-26 in the game. Dragons leading ground balls 37-13, but a large number of that is from the face-offs. As the face-off counter for Terrence Harmon alone is 12, has almost matched Genesee by himself. Howard, 2 of 8 on the extra man. They were 1 of 7 in the third quarter. The only thing that really didn't go right in the third quarter was just not being able to convert on all those extra man opportunities. Genesee, they are 2 of 4. Genesee has made 12 saves in the game, including a couple from Parker Jimerson during the 2 minutes that he was filling in for Wyke. Wyke, though, he's up to 13 saves in the game. Spencer Osgood, he's got 3 for Howard. Howard with 19 turnovers, Genesee with 14. And we are back underway. Howard with just 7 seconds left to kill in the penalty, and Slack is able to do so by just running through. And a good job by Howard to finish off that penalty. Kirkpatrick, as the rain continues to come down, the sun's starting to set too, so it's going to get colder. Dalpy trying to load for a shot. Takes on the double team. Still has the ball. Somehow still has it. Triple team. Ball is now down. Flips straight up. Nobody knows where it is. And flag is down. Referees call legal procedure. We'll see what the call is. How Dalpy was able to stay up there. And a cross check to the head is called against Connor Everson of Genesee. And Howard has another man-up opportunity. So the Dragons will get another extra man opportunity with the game tied 15-all. Boone inside has it tipped away. Ball is still down. Tried to flip up to himself is Utz. And Howard picks up the ground ball. That's a big ground ball right there for the Dragons. Stansbury able to dodge his man inside. Stansbury's shot is going to be saved. White kick saves it away. It was a jump kick saved at that. And somehow keeps it out of his net. White will catch the pass and he'll run it up himself. Able to flip it forward to Steinbach as Genesee will just run out the rest of the penalty and able to kill off another extra man opportunity for the Dragons. Now Genesee will have their chance. Boyenko. Boyenko is able to get around Parker. Flips it to Steinbach. Head shot is going to go wide as he tried to bounce it across. Good. To Steinbach. Now it's Lefeur from behind the net, trying to go on Frazier. Frazier runs through the pick. Lefeur still trying to find some room. Can't get inside. Lefeur with 3 seconds left. 2, 1. No time left. Clock violation. Dragons defense hold firm. What a stand for the Howard long poles. Karianis goes up to Jakota Parker. This is Kirkpatrick. Working it through the midfielders. Back to Harwich. Kirkpatrick, he'll try a shot. It's going to be low and saved by White. And that shot goes wide. Genesee has the backup. Boyenko. Pinto locking him up. Now Boyenko is able to get around. Tries to back check him. Boyenko's shot. Goal! Genesee has taken the lead back. Jordan Boyenko his 7th goal, 3 assists. That is his 10th point of this game. And with 10:33 left, Genesee retakes the lead at 16-15. And Harmon goes early, and now it's going to be the Dragons that get the face-off violation, and that's going to be their 3rd of the half. It's going to be a penalty against Harmon for it. So a 30-second penalty against Harmon for his 3rd face-off violation of the half, and Genesee, mentioned before, they are 2 for 4 on the extra man up.
I'm sure everyone knows.
15 seconds left in the penalty. Genesee working the ball around.
10, 9, 8,
Boyenko
7, 6,
to Petrus.
5, 4, 3.
Back to Boyenko. His shot off the crossbar. The metalwork of the goal stands firm for Howard. They're able to kill off the penalty. Under 10 minutes to play. Jimerson taking on Parker. Parker, good push. Gets him away from goal. Great defense by Parker. Jimerson happy to give that ball up after the abuse that he took. Lefebvre gets inside. Flip pass. Jimerson has the ball knocked loose by Pavlik. Loose ball still being shuffled around. And it's going to be Petrus that picks the ball up for Genesee. 15 seconds left on the shot clock as there is no change of possession there. Petrus, shot saved by, so used to saying Wyke in this game, by Osgood. Frazier has the ball knocked out of his stick, but is able to pick it back up. Carianis runs down the near sideline. Now he'll go behind the net, trying to find some space open. Covered up tightly by Utz. Harridge. Just 30 seconds left on the shot clock. Howard hasn't been able to do much with this possession. Now we'll try to go a little bit quicker. Harridge inside. Dalby, what a shot, and it's in! Zane Dalby, his patented low to high rip into the top right corner. Howard ties the game up at 16-all with 8:05 left in this 4th quarter. And Harmon jumped early. And that is going to be another penalty against Howard because of the face-off violation. Genesee on the man-up opportunity. Good. Finds Boyenko. His shot is in. bottom right corner has been favored by Boyenko. And he has put on a show. 8 goals for Boyenko in the game, 11 points. So Eric Harrell has gone into the face-off circle for Howard, and he wins it away. What a big one for Harrell. He hasn't been in there for a while, but he gets in there and does what he needs to. Shot there by Pavlik. That one saved by Wyke. Flip up. Slack tries to jump on it, unable to get there in time as Utz comes to it. Dodd under a lot of pressure. Tries to flip it across. And it's going to be picked up by Good, and somehow Genesee comes away with the ball. Under 7 minutes now. Genesee likely will try to use every second that they can in this possession. Just try to shorten the game as they lead by 1. Ball popped out, and Tyler May forces the turnover. A big one it was. Osgood picks up the ground ball. Long pass. Picked up by Slack now. And Howard gets the clear. Pushes the ball forward. Brendan thought about taking the quick shot, decided to pull it out. I cannot say enough how little sunlight we have out right now. I'm sure you can see it on your screen, but I feel like it's even darker out than what you can see on there. Stansberry gets by his man. Shot just wide. And it's going to be backed up by Genesee. They get possession. Went out the sideline, and Howard just couldn't get a player there in time. Pass across, given away. Boone with shot, goal! And the flag to boot. Dragons have tied it up at 17-all. Nate Boone comes through for the Dragons in a clutch situation. We'll see if the flag sticks. I believe it will. Referees will make their way over. A 2-minute penalty for the illegal body check to the head by John Petrie. And the Dragons now with 2 minutes of extra time. And this is the perfect opportunity for them to try to get this lead back. Genesee has just had so many penalties in this second half. It has really been a huge factor in the comeback for the Dragons. Howard can take their time here. Have all the patience they want. They've got 60 seconds on the shot clock. Boone decided not to shoot on that one. Had a little bit of an opening. Now he'll flip it over for Carrianis. Brennan from the top. Oh, Brennan took his eyes off of that. Able to pick it up. Genesee stays tight in their defensive formation. Dalby across, and it's not going to be caught by May. And the Dragons turn the ball over at a terrible time. Pass across, and now Genesee is going to give it right back. Dalby shot, goal! Zane Dalby gives the Dragons the lead back. With 4:46 left in the fourth quarter, Howard leads 18-17 on Dalby's 7th goal of the game. And Genesee is still a man down. So it's going to be Jimerson to take the face-off against Harrell. And Harrell comes up with the ball. Harrell gets the ball to Slack. 40 seconds left on the penalty. Brennan goes to May. Brennan tries the long bounce shot, saved. What a bounce! The follow-up is saved as well. Unbelievable play by Wyke. The double save by Wyke. Howard called for the man in the crease. Wyke flips it forward to Steinbach, and he'll get it across. Cannot say enough for the amazing play of Ethan Wyke in goal for Genesee. Penalty is killed, so we're back to even. Howard still leading by 1 with 3.5 minutes left. Genesee has got to find a way to get on the board here if they want him back in. One more goal for Howard might just do it. Dodd taking on Parker. Goes from behind the goal, saved by Osgood! Spencer Osgood goes high, saves high, and catches it cleanly. And a huge save for the Dragons. They get the ball across. Carrianos slows it down to May, and the Dragons can take their time as the clock is finally on their side. Excuse me, it's Charlie Wendell in goal for the Dragons. I don't know when they made that change, but it was Charlie Wendell that made that last save. Brennan, 35 seconds on the shot clock, 2:25 left on the game clock. Ball is poked free. Carrianos didn't realize it, and it is going to be a turnover. Everson's got the ball. He's going to try for the shot. It's going to go wide. .203 left. Boyenko to Petrus. Nephew. Still Nephew. That shot's going to go wide. This is a big loose ball, and Howard picks it up. Wendell gets it. Pass forward. Slack is able to grab it away. Now 1.5 minutes left. 65 on the shot clock. Howard can't quite close it out in this possession. Kirkpatrick gives it to Carrianos. Howard should use every single second of this shot clock. There's about a 25-second difference between the shot clock and game clock. So even if you just roll it out, you are putting Genesee in a really tough spot. Brennan picks the ball up from the top. 10 seconds left on the shot clock. Howard's going to go for his goal now. Brennan shot, goal! Callum Brennan with the dagger! Brennan has been locked up for most of this game, but he came through there as the bounce shot goes in. His second goal of the game is he's got 7 points on the day, and it is a 19-17 Howard lead with just 30 seconds remaining. Flip forward off of the face-off. Lefevre picks it up. And he is taken to the ground. No flag on the play, and Lefevre is just furious. Given away. Bacona saved by Wendell. Wendell is going to carry it out, and the Dragons have come from way behind and have managed to win it 19-17. And the white team will go and swarm their goalkeeper. And what a fantastic game we have witnessed here. One of the best ones we've seen on this field in quite some time. So that'll do it for this one. Genesee, they will stay in Maryland, and they will go to play against CCBC Essex on Sunday. Surely that's one that you're going to want to keep an eye on as well. As for the Dragons, their next match is not for 9 days when they take on the famous Onondaga Lasers right here in Columbia on Sunday, March 12th at 1 o'clock. So that'll do it for us. Thank you for stopping by and tuning in to this fantastic display of lacrosse. Final score in Columbia, Maryland. Genesee Cougars 17, Howard Dragons 19. We'll see you next time.